I got some new radios yesterday. CQDX 309, Central Iowa, standing by.
Come on in here, 309, 605 pointed right at you.
What's up guys, Corey the Random Guy here. This marks one of two videos I will be making today. The first video is to show you the CBs that I got. The second video, there's a car show today. The first one here in the town that I live in, and we're gonna take the GoPro. We're gonna take this camera here. Stay tuned for that. But before we begin, I'd like you guys to keep liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, hitting the notification bell so you guys don't miss anything. You guys are doing phenomenal. I'm up to 160 subscribers. So now, with that out of the way, let's continue. Show you what I got. You guys ready? See up here? I don't know if you guys are gonna notice the difference, but here's two base stations I picked up yesterday. This is a Uniden Washington. The guy said that it would not transmit on AM, but in fact it does. Signal's a little weak though. The wattage is a little bit low, so I'm probably gonna take it to that CB shop and have them screw with it or whatever. They both take 5-pin mics, which I only have one of because it came with one of them. This right here is an add-on. I don't know what exactly this does. I ordered a frequency counter last night. It should be here by Sunday, and this will tell me if this goes into different frequencies or not. Down here is another Uniden base station. Sideband still, which I really like. This one works. No LEDs are burned out. Meters work fine. The clock even works. And again, this one is modified. You can't see the modification in the back, but it has 3 switches in the back. And it's got a little piece of paper on top that tells you what each switch does. Again, I'm going to use the frequency counter on this one to make sure that I'm actually in the 11 meter band. Same story with this one. The signal's a little bit weak. The wattage is a little bit weak. I'm going to take it up as well to the CB shop, have them go through it, realign it, and whatever needs to be done. Got a couple of meters, got an external speaker to go with it. I did test these. This one's got like a 4-watt carrier and maybe a 6-watt peak. Same story with this one. This one's got like a 3.5-watt peak, or carrier, excuse me, and like a 6-watt peak on AM. As far as sideband goes, this one will only put out 5 watts. This one maybe 6. I have to have those CB shops go through this one. There's this little guy, a Cobra 19 Plus. But this one here, tested it. It's got a 4-watt carrier and a 10-watt peak, which is pretty cool, I think. It's a hot little radio. Works perfect, receives fine, the mic works. The mic is stuck inside of there and I don't really want to pull on it too much. So that one's good to go. This one down here, this one is perfectly fine. All the lights light up, the meters work. Sideband radio, again, on AM it's got a 4-watt carrier and about a 10-watt peak and about a 12-13 watt peak on sideband. This one is another newer model of the Road Talker 40. See, I have the older one down here. This one is hot. This one's got, I think it's got a, what did I test this at yesterday? 5-watt carrier and like a 11-watt peak on AM. And on sideband, it's got like a 17-watt peak. So this little radio here it's a screamer. It's a screamer, and I like it a lot. I'm gonna end up putting one of these two radios in this one's place to test it. I tried last night, but my jumper cables that I have in the back are all junk. So the SWRs on this one, and I tested the SWR meter on this with another meter I had, and this one is dead nuts on. I know some of you are gonna say, oh well, the internal SWR meters aren't correct. Well, this one happens to be correct. These ones seem to be correct too, so it's pretty good. So for $100 I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 radios. 4 out of the 5 radios are all sideband. I could not believe it. For $100 I scored pretty good for this haul. I've got a couple more people I need to buy radios from. I'm actually waiting on one person to come back to me. He's got a bunch of base stations and mobiles and amps and whatnot, so I'm waiting for him to come back to me on price. It'll be fun. And to give you guys a little bit of a secret on how I've been picking up these radios for this price, I just put an ad up on Craigslist looking for radios. I mean, that's all I did, and I've been getting calls from people who want to get rid of what they have. The guy I picked these radios up from is super cool. Mower Junkie, I do believe he said he's talked to you over CB. I don't know his handle right off the bat. He says he's talking to you a few times. Awesome old man. I mean, he had a lot of stories to tell. He showed me his setup, which is phenomenal, by the way. I mean, if you guys are in the market for CBs and stuff and you guys want to, you know, have a collection going, what I did personally to start off was just put an ad up on Craigslist. That's all I did. Yeah, I've got to get the 2 base stations looked at. That's it. The other 3 radios, they're fine. They don't need anything. They need nothing. Once I get the new jumper cables in, I'm going to put these little radios to the test, the 3 little ones, and then I might even try the base stations too, because the base stations could be the fact that my jumper cables are just junk. Could be the reason of low wattage. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you what I got here in the next few videos or something like that, after I make sure frequencies are right and whatnot. Once I get my jumper cables in, we'll start testing them. I'll have more videos up of testing them and whatnot. And the frequency counter too is going to help make sure that all these radios are actually on frequency, which they should be. The 2 base stations, I'm not sure what frequency they'd be running on at this point, because, well, I don't have a frequency counter to tell me. But that's coming in the mail. Should be here Sunday or so. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next video of the car shows today. Like I said, we'll get all these radios out in the air and see how they sound. 309 Central Iowa, signing off.